Joseph, I am so very pleased that you've come to meet with me.
What, you pleased? Do you know who I am?
I'm sure you know the answer to that question, my son.
I'm not used to experiencing any approval from you. Usually you're mad at me like every day. That's why I'm here. I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of feeling you judging me all the time.
If you came to me more often, you would know me better. You would then be able to experience the depth of my love and forgiveness. The condemnation you feel is mostly not of my creation, Joseph.
You know, I wish that were true, but I've read enough of the Bible to know that you hate me. And you know what? It's your fault, not mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. You hate me because I have impure thoughts like every day. I can't stop my porn addiction, and let's face it, you're always disappointed and angry about it. I can feel your rejection of me. I've asked you to heal me of this affliction, but, you haven't taken away my impulses at all. The Bible says you're all powerful, yet you don't lift a finger to help me. All you do is condemn me.
Are you saying that I shouldn't decree sexual sin as immoral? Should sex outside of marriage be relegated to moral neutrality? Would that please you, Joseph?
Well, I didn't quite expect you to be so accommodating. I must say that, sex outside of marriage between two consenting adults, it's not like murder or theft. It's actually rather victimless. I don't see the big deal.
Would you prefer to have been born into a world where I place no moral restrictions on sexual behaviors?
That wouldn't be too bad. It would alleviate a lot of unnecessary shame. But I would still like to see some restrictions. I mean, like rape and child molestation. That's not cool. I think you were totally right about some of that stuff.
All of my rules, my laws, are because I love you. They are given to protect you and to provide for you. You really don't believe that you've received any benefit or blessing from being born into a world with my sexual restrictions?
You know, all those rules have done is fill me with guilt and shame.
Let me ask you this. Did you benefit at all from the relationship that you had with your father, Paul?
Sure, I love my dad.
Did you respect your parents?
Of course, so where you going with this?
If I were to go back in time and remove my moral code from your parents, then both of your parents become swinging bisexuals. During your childhood, you never get to know Paul, your father, and your mother is busy pleasing her many partners more than making sacrifices to raise you. Would you be willing to trade in your true childhood for that one?
Okay. Ew. It's just gross, man. And my parents would never have behaved like that. That's just... no.
You know where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah, well, I guess those morals did give me a better life, okay? I wouldn't want my parents and my grandparents to behave like porn actors. I never thought of it that way.
Well, what about your children? Would you wish for them a sex-obsessed life?
No, of course not. Geez, look. You made your point, okay? You made your point, Lord. I guess to some descent, I guess to some degree, I agree with you, all right? But that doesn't let you off the hook. I can't escape my porn addiction, and I've asked you to take away my desires. You do nothing. You just judge me when I relapse. It's all your fault. Did you think giving me a libido the size of Texas would be funny? You did this to mankind. Why did you make us men so turned on by body parts and sex? You curse us with these urges, and then you condemn us for acting on them, for not having enough godly self-control to resist temptation. What were you thinking? I blame you.
Let me get this straight. You are charging me with making libido excessively potent for no good reason.
Yeah, and then making it a sin to indulge that urge unless we're married. We're all guaranteed to fail. For one thing, I'm convinced that there's no woman on earth who wants to have as much sex as man has urges for. You got a really twisted sense of humor,
You are
Lord.
implying that I should not have made sexual activity biologically enticing or rewarding.
That would have made avoiding porn and sexual immorality a whole lot easier. I think without my uber libido, I could have been a perfect Christian. And it's your fault that every day I'm steeped in shame.
You may not realize this, but I have the ability to run what if scenarios. I have considered what you are suggesting. Let me show you what it looked like. Adam, Eve, how are my two favorite people in the whole wide world?
That joke just never gets old with you, does it?
Actually, that's what I want to discuss with you today. As you must know, I completely adore being your father. You have brought me such joy. I love you so much that I want to make many more of you. I want your kind to populate the whole earth. I want you to help me make new people through an invention of mine I call reproduction.
Sure, Father. What do you need us to do?
It's so simple, barely an inconvenience. Adam, all you need to do is take your index finger and poke Eve's belly button for 2 whole minutes. That's all it takes to fertilize Eve's egg. It's painless. Neither of you will feel a thing.
What? What are you saying? I have eggs like a chicken?
No, not exactly, my dear. Your eggs are on the inside.
What will happen after my finger wiggling thing?
Well, over the course of 9 months, Eve's belly will expand. It will get bigger and, well, huge.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant, Father.
How huge will my belly get?
Oh, something around the size of a watermelon or two.
I've got 2 index fingers. Why can't I be the one with a finger? I'm really good at poking.
Alas, dear one, Adam doesn't have any eggs. At the end of 9 months, the new human will be big enough to emerge from your body. And eventually, possibly, your belly kind of returns to almost its former size.
How? How will this watermelon-sized human leave my body? Will you just cause a door to magically open so it can just painlessly exit?
Well, there's already a door in place. It needs to be stretched a little bit. Imagine, well, think, imagine having a really big bowel movement where you grunt and strain and push and struggle to expel this child over 1 to 12 rather exciting hours.
Ow! Eve, what are you doing?
Adam, if that finger of yours gets even 1 inch closer to my navel, I will frickin' bite it off. Look, Lord and Mass, Adam's got plenty more ribs, and look around us. There's literally tons of dirt just laying around on the ground. I insist that you make your new people the way you made us.
Eve, I desire you to experience the joys of parenthood, and there is nothing like giving birth to a child that comes from your own body.
Either we take turns crapping out these watermelons, or no deal. How about it?
I can't win. So you're saying that without pleasure, men and women would never procreate and none of us would be here?
You see, Joseph, I ran this simulation of pleasureless reproduction 4,000 times. In every trial, Eve has only one child, and the human race becomes extinct after achieving a total population of 3. That is one reason why I had to make it the way it is. I didn't make sex alluring just for procreation, Joe. It also enhances the bond of affection between the man and the woman, thereby strengthening the integrity of the family.
I thought that going through adventures and trials together was what strengthened the bond between the husband and the wife.
They can, but sex helps glue them together as one. And it does it in a way that is enjoyable if they're doing it right.
You know, I think you need to add another chapter to the Bible there on how to do it the right way, because I think we men need to hear that.
Everything you need to know is already in the Bible, Joe.
So that's it? It's not your fault. It's my fault for being a slob, right? I'm stuck in my addiction with all this shame, and you're not going to help me?
Of course I'll help you. You've taken the best first step in acknowledging that you have a problem, and you came to me for help. Your deliverance may take some time, but be patient with yourself. I will be patient with you. Don't give up. Don't give up. When you fail, keep coming back to me and receive my forgiveness. Read my word. My truth needs to supersede the shame your emotions will deliver. The enemy will be delivering too, and endeavoring to enhance your shame. Consider what I say over what you feel.
I don't know. Can I do this on my own?
Make yourself accountable to a fellow believer that you trust and be honest with them about your progress. Bring the addiction into the light. Little by little, I will help you grow, and I promise that one day you will be free of this darkness. In the meantime, you can continue to experience my love and forgiveness. Think you can do that?
I will try. You know, this meeting didn't go as I expected, but I like this. You know, this is better. Hey, can I get a video of Eve? She was like really hot.
She's your grandmother.